Hey guys, one of my every other day chores is getting firewood in. I gotta fill the wood box. We gotta keep that fire going. It's a chilly day today. It's been getting down below 0 Fahrenheit every night, and the wind decided to pick up early this morning, and that makes it really chilly. So I've got a few things to do today to prepare for my trip into town tomorrow. I'll go into more detail as we go along. So a couple things I'm going to be doing in town is filling propane tanks. I'd like to get the last of our propane tanks filled before Zach and Alyssa get home. I will be filling up some gas jugs with gasoline for the generator and our snowmobiles. I will be picking up some groceries at the local grocery store and some other supplies at some other stores. So you guys know that I'm doing that shelving project in my pantry in my cabin, and I just decided we've got scraps of plywood out here and other stuff like that, but I really don't want kind of a janky shelving unit in our pantry. I know Bonnie would probably appreciate a nice smooth shelving unit, easier to wipe down and stuff like that, as opposed to old wood, old plywood. So I'm gonna stop at Lowe's. It looks like our local store has the shelving that I want, so I'm gonna get some of that. And there's another thing that I have to get at Lowe's, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. Now, in the tack shed here is our washer and dryer. We bring the washer inside during the winter and use it inside, but we can use the dryer still out in the shed. And I can't remember if in any of our previous episodes that we've mentioned that our dryer has gone kerplunk. Zach has looked through it thoroughly, taken it completely apart, putting it back together. I've looked through it, and we can't figure out what's wrong. It's probably some kind of unit in there. We thought about buying a part that we needed and replacing it. But here's the thing, with these older machines, you're gonna spend, I don't know, $50, maybe $100 for a part. So I start looking on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, and in our local area, I can find dryers anywhere from $50 to $300 for a really nice used one. And I told Zach, I said, you know what, let's just throw this one away. It's old as sin, and we'll get a newer one. So that's another thing I have to do at Lowe's, is get a propane conversion kit for the dryer. Most dryers, when you buy them, they come ready for natural gas use if it's a gas dryer. And to use it on propane, you have to get the conversion kit. So I need to do that. And I feel like extremely blessed, because I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and I found a really nice dryer. It's not perfect, but it was free. So I've been in contact with the people and I've set it up. So they're holding it for me. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna get that conversion kit, and we should be back in business with a dryer. I'm happy about that. One of the things that I'm not happy about, I'm back in the shop, if you guys recognize this snowmobile behind me. It's been over 2 weeks, well over 2 weeks since I ordered the parts. Still no call. I actually called them and said, hey, any word on my parts? Nope. So what do? I can't do anything about it. So I was holding off on going into town until my parts arrived, because I want to make my trip worthwhile, right? We were starting to get low on certain supplies, groceries in particular. We've got some friends coming out next weekend. We've got Bonnie's sister coming out shortly after that, and I don't want to be preoccupied with a lot of other things that I need to do while we have friends or family out here. So I want to get that done now. Screw the parts for the snowmobile. They'll come in when they come in, and I'll get this thing going whenever. We have other snowmobiles, like I said, that we can use, so I'm not hurting for it. So I will not be picking up the parts for this thing when I go into town. But I have plenty of other things to do. The shelving for our cabin, the dryer conversion kit, the dryer, propane, gasoline, groceries, and stop at our friend's house and pick up mail and a Costco order that they did for us. Thank you so much, guys. And that will complete my town trip. I have a few more things to do out here today, getting ready for tomorrow. I won't bore you with that, but I will take you along on my town trip tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, it's early morning. I'm getting ready to head to town. Trying to be quiet because Bonnie and Emma are still asleep. And I'm going to try to hit the trail, obviously nice and early, while it's still dark. I don't mind doing the trail in the dark, in the morning hours. I hope to give myself enough time in town to get everything done, get back to the trailhead, and get home before dark. I don't want to be traveling at nighttime dark hours. So getting the fire stoked so Bonnie doesn't have to deal with it until, oh geez, she probably won't have to stoke this until close time for me being home. One less thing she has to worry about. And I'm gonna finish getting dressed up here, go get the machine ready, everything that I'm bringing. I'm not gonna bring you along on the trail. It's too cold this morning. It's about 10 below, and that's just too cold for me to be stopping, taking the camera out, or I don't want my battery to die. I don't want my fingers to fall off. Once I get to the trailhead, I'll give you an update, and we'll continue into town. Alright guys, I made it to the trailhead. It took me a little while. The trail was bumpy. Let me shut this machine off. I've got the battery in the truck hooked up here. I've got my little jumper power station on it. Let's hope and pray this thing starts. That's not good. Come on. I'm gonna give that power station a little bit. It's cold, man. It's cold, it's cold. I need some power. Oh my goodness. All right. How long do you give it, you know? You give it a couple minutes. Oh, I don't like this. I was hoping this thing would start. It's got enough juice to turn the lights on when I open the door, so, and they don't seem dim or anything. I am chilly, and I don't know how cold it is here at the trailhead until I can get the truck started. It's got a thermometer on it. So I'm gonna put the phone away. Let me try this one more time. All right. Get the key out of my pocket here. It's not gonna start. All right, I need to make a call. Oh, okay, guys, you can see how much time has transpired because of the light change here. An acquaintance down the road, he gave me his number several years ago, said if you ever need any help, give me a call. That's what I did. He showed up, he gave me a jump, and we're going. Now I got to touch base with Bonnie because she did ask me via message if I got the truck started. and I hadn't answered her back because I was freezing and I was trying to get some things done. Truck's going, get the heater going, get it loaded up with the propane tanks and anything else, and we'll get on the road. Thankfully, I'm a little bit warmer now from moving around, so all right, let's keep this train rolling. All right, I'm not in the truck. I'm not headed to town. Oh, it's been one of those morning guys. The truck heater wouldn't work. There was many other things that were going on, and I just couldn't figure it out. You know, I'm starting to learn, I've been learning how to roll with things better. And just a moment of honesty, I'm not good at it. You know, when things don't go according to plan, it's hard to suck it up and to say, well, that's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. I gave it my best shot, the best shot that I could, with it being 10 below. And yeah, I couldn't, I needed the heater to work to get the truck into town. And that wasn't going to happen today. So the friend that helped me jumpstart the truck, he lived just down the road. He let me come to his place, gave me some tea, let me warm up and get my core temperature back up before I headed back home. I'm going to have to figure some things out and tackle this another day. I'm going to have to reschedule everything that I had in town. You know, we've got so many friends and acquaintances that just help out at the drop of a hat. And it is overwhelming, actually, to say the least, to have such good friends that are just like, hey, we'll do that. No problem, no questions asked. And that's humbling, and it's overwhelming. And, you know, I'm thinking as I'm riding the trail here, someday I want to be the one to be able to help out like that. I feel like I've always been in a position in my life to where I'm being helped and I'm not helping. And I know it's not so much circumstances to get to that. It's more of a frame of mind to be able to help others out. But it always feels like I'm in a rush. That's on me. I always feel like finances are lacking, and that's not necessarily on me. But I know that it's a frame of mind. Lesson that I'm learning today is I can be the one to help out. I don't have to have a lot of finances. I can learn to slow down if someone's in need to help out. And yeah, so interesting, this valuable lesson today, when things aren't going right and people are willing just at the drop of a hat to help out. And to be there for you. I want to be more like that in my life. So, guys, with that said, we're going to go back home, regroup, and figure out the truck. I need a new battery for it. I know that for certain. And try to figure out the heater. And plan this trip into town some other day. Deep breath.
Bramante Brothers.
That our why am I saying trier? That our dryer, I have to go to Lowe's to buy a, I'm going to be,